Hello, and welcome to the Akashic Energy Update of June 2024. Every month, I open the Akashic Records of the Earth, and I also open the Akashic Records of humanity. And I ask, what do we need to know? And this month, the Earth has a very beautiful and profound invitation for us. So, I designed this to be a meditative experience. So what you're gonna hear is a direct channeling, just me directly channeling from the Akashic Records. But also I put some beautiful peaceful music below it, so you can relax, sit back and receive this transmission. Without any further ado, I wish you a great journey with this Akashic Energy Update of June 2024. Dear beautiful being, thank you so much for tuning in. We are here telling you that June is going to be a very interesting and captivating month. This is a month where two things might happen for you. The first thing is that when you had a couple of rough months in the last period, especially March, April, May, June is going to be the first month for you of revelation and relief. Now, revelation and relief is a very interesting and beautiful energy, and we would love for you to allow yourself to feel it already. Even if you are not yet in that mode, or if the physical reality did not allow you to feel relief, you can already imagine relief in your life, and it will only get easier and easier. The relief will come this month, especially when you are aware of the moment, of what is currently surrounding you, and what is truly true in your heart. What we mean with truly true, which is of course a weird sentence to say, is that some things you might think are true in your heart, but it's actually an emotional false belief or attachment from the mind. But you think it's true. So, to check if something is absolutely true in your heart, whenever you ask yourself, is this true? Ask again, is this really true to my heart? You will know the answer after that sentence. So, for you, especially for the people that have been in a couple of rough months, this month of June is going to be very beautiful. It's going to open up a lot. You will see why you had these rough months. You will see what was on the other side of it. So stay in the room with yourself. Be present and listen to what is really true in your heart, and you will find the relief you seek. Sometimes easier than you think. Now, the other group of people that we are feeling here is tuning into this message is actually a group that already made some steps. And March, April, May were slight inclinations of a journey, a new journey that was already unfolding for them. Now these people will have a different June. The relief already has come, and you already know what is true. You already have done a lot of the work inside of your body, and so now what June asks of you is again a pointing towards truth. Ask yourself, what did I learn over the last months that is actually more true than my older reality? And these lessons, we are inviting you to practice these lessons, because when you will practice these new lessons, what is newly true in your life, you will feel that June is going to be a very easy, next step in your journey. But when you are not focused on these new lessons, old reality and old belief structures and thought structures might come back to the surface, might creep in again. And June can be a very seducing and interesting month in that regard. Nevertheless, you will learn, but we are here to put you in the highest and easiest alignment. And for you to be in the easiest alignment, it is very good to do a little reflection about thinking about what was true over the last couple of months that made me move into this new direction. What is the new wisdom that I acquired? And how can I live by this wisdom? This is very beautiful and important reflection for you. Nevertheless, we both point you towards truth. And truth is not the theme of the month, but is actually your guidepost. Whenever you're connected to the truth that is already in your field, you will have a very easy month. But if this may not be the case, and you're seduced by old belief structures and old ways of living, then June is going to be quite a little devil. A little sneaky monster that tries to seduce you into its lair. Now don't be afraid, because we all know that you know how to listen to your truth. We all know this. Otherwise you would not have found this video. We put specific vibrations into this video, and this specific vibration is for everyone who is already listening more to their own truth than to the truth of others. And we will also always point you towards that. There is a movement on your planet where other people try to convince you of their stories. And if there is one thing we are absolutely against, is that we will not tell you any stories that invite you to believe in something that is not pointing to your own truth. We will always point you to your own truth, to your own uniqueness, to your own being, to your own unfolding. There is nothing more important to us than that. And so, do not believe anything you hear. Do not believe anything you say. In a way, every human has a little bit of a distorted form of reality, and that's partly why you're on this planet. But your inner guidance will come stronger and stronger. And so listening to your heart, listening to your truth, listening to your alignment will get stronger and stronger. The effect of it will get stronger and stronger. So when you listen to it, the validation that comes from it will get louder. But also when you do not listen to it, the repercussive effect and delay that might have on your path is also becoming very loud. This is because the planet wants you to align. The planet wants you to align to your new truth. This is a specific message that we are receiving from the Akashic Records of your Earth. Your dear great mother is asking you to go back to your own truth, to neglect everything that maybe other people have said. Maybe some said you have to start your own business, but in your heart you do not feel like it. Don't listen, listen to your own truth. Maybe some said, oh, you really need a vacation, you really need a vacation right now. But in your heart you feel you do not need a vacation, you just need some me time. Choose the me time, choose your truth. And so there are many invitations to move towards other truths, even other belief structures. Some people say the world will go to shit. And sorry for that language, but the language that is being used is quite profound these days, and in some circles gets more and more intense. This is not true. Listen to your own truth. There has been quite a couple of babies being born again, and we are very happy for that. This is another sign that the world is definitely not going to this place. There is no dystopian scenario that you are moving towards. It's quite the opposite. There's just some turbulence that is showing you what is not aligned anymore, so that you can move towards a higher truth. This change is never comfortable. It never was. It's not supposed to be. But this change, a lot of people are thinking everything is crumbling down, all the old systems will crumble, nothing will stay the same. People are thinking about nuclear wars, people are thinking about the most stupid, worst case scenarios that you can think of, and we say, do not listen to that. Listen to your own truth. What does make you happy? What do you feel makes the world happy? What can you do in your own power to make yourself happy? This is so much more powerful than thinking in all these doomsday scenarios. And we really believe that these people that are resonating it, they just lost a little bit of their own truth. And they are, because of a fear of somebody else, reproducing that fear onto you. This fear, you will feel it. When you listen to it in your body, it will not feel like an expansion. It will not feel like love. It will not feel like light. But every being on this planet is made from expansion, love, and light. We are all here with that. So every message that is not based in that is based in fear. And this is not your truth. They may believe that they are warning you, and they may believe they can see the future, and that is how it's going to continue. But oh, this is all just fear wrapped in a nice little gift packaging. It is not who you are. It is not what is true. So this invitation to listen to your truth has a lot of little nuances, and we want to cover as many as we can so we can make this practical for you. Because maybe you are listening right now and you're still like, okay, truth, that all sounds nice, but I have no clue how to listen to it with my overwhelm, or with all of these things going on, or with all of this, let's say, stresses, maybe around money, maybe around relationships, maybe you're living in an unsafe environment, all these different stresses. You're like, I have no clue how to listen to truth with all of this going on. And with that, we want to make this very practical. So every person in every situation after listening to this message will know how to listen to their truth. The first thing that is true, not only in your ancient texts and sacred wisdom, but also according to your science, even the Western science, even the critical science, is this: you are 99.9999875% made of space. They call it the void. They call it emptiness. The truth is, it's not emptiness. And your science is now measuring that there is an incredible amount of energy present in this space. So you're not 99.9999875% emptiness, your energy, and only 0.00001% matter. So far, all these people, all the sciences, all these people that are based in the material reality have been focusing on 0.00001% of your reality and think they know the truth. This is not listening to truth. This is listening to one of the most tiny slits of your reality that you can think of. That's like having a whole map of your world and only looking at a very small little speck, a little dot of a millimeter thick, while you could look at the whole map. Now, how would you look at the whole map? That's by looking at your energy. How do you look at your energy? By observing your energy, by observing what is present in your energy at this moment. Not in the past, not in the future, even though you can learn from those moments, about right now. Take a deep breath in. What is present, not in your matter, but in your energy. Now, energy is most of the time flowing. So we would love for you to sit and feel, is there anything moving? Is there anything flowing in my body? The truth is, lots of things are flowing in your body, physical and energetical. And you will feel this just by a simple couple of breaths and observing your energy. You will start feeling movement. Now, how is this movement possible when the matter is still? That is your 99.999%. This is the real you. You are not emptiness. You are energy. You are light. You are an absolutely powerhouse when it comes to this energy. And in every culture, this energy has been described. Some call it prana, others call it chi, or a life force. It doesn't matter, but this is the real basis of your composition. Now, this real basis is full with information and full with your truth. Keep listening to your energy, and now start to imagine you laying in a beautiful place in nature, fully relaxing, fully relieving. Imagine, but listen to your energy and see what that does. And now, switch that thought to an image of you being stuck in traffic and angry and stressful. And see what that does with your energy. You will notice there is feedback of this movement directly when you start shifting your different visions. So when you go back to the beautiful place in nature, feel it again. And go back to the stressful situation. You will feel a difference in the movement of your field. And this movement is talking to you constantly of what is true to you and what is not true to you. So, This is powerful, because as you listen to this more, you will listen more to your own truth. And even though it may not speak immediately into words, when you listen to long enough, you will know the message. You will know exactly the message. But even right now, if you see yourself in these two situations, and you see where more movement is happening, where more flow is happening, where more lightness and expansion is created, from which option that is created, you can do that for every little thing. When you're listening to someone, you can feel inside of yourself, hey, what is this information doing with my body? When you see someone being fearful and talking about that the world is not going to a right place and there's many problems, feel that in your energy and see, is this true? Is this correlating with my 99.99999% of reality? Is this correlating with my energy? You will notice that it will be a little bit constricting. But then there are also other teachers, people that teach into oneness, people that are empowering you to do your thing, to walk your own path. People that walk their paths and are the living example and are encouraging you to do your own. You can also listen to them and ask, hey, is this true? Does this feel true to my energy? And even though some of your critical minds might say, yes, but this is all very woo-woo. No, this is science. Your science has been completely proven all of this to be true. The only thing is that humans are not fully listening to what is really true. And that's why this invitation of your beautiful Mother Earth is so accurate. It is here to be shared as well. So let your fellow loved ones learn how to listen to their truth. Let them find their own way again of listening to their truth. Let them know that they are more energy than matter. Let them know that even though the physical senses might be tuned to the frequency of matter, there is a whole lot more to every being, and that whole lot more has always been present, but almost never listened to. So, to make this even more practical, we would love for you to plan a day where you listen to this more. And we want to give you 2 exercises that you can do that will be really good and playful. And they will definitely bring you into a reality where you constantly feel what is true to you. The first one is, we would love for you to plan an hour somewhere in your near future in your calendar. And this hour you're going to take a walk. It can be with someone or not, doesn't matter. But let this hour be truth hour. And in truth hour, you are going to create, you're going to constantly listen to this feeling. And you're just walking, and maybe you're in an intersection and you can go left or right. Let the truth in your body decide. And continue. And maybe you see a restaurant and you're actually quite hungry, or the mind says so. But first check in with the truth inside of so. You imagine going to that restaurant, feel your energy. And then you imagine keep on walking and feel your energy again. And that's what you're doing for the whole hour. So you might see advertisement and you're just looking at the advertisement and you're feeling in your body, what is the energy doing in my body? What if I would get this? What if I would not get this? And continue. And so you continue for 1 hour. And after that hour, you just to take some notes of what you learned, what you felt, how the sensations were expressed in your field. This is fun. You are definitely a better person after this truth hour. You will know more about yourself. You will have expanded your awareness after such an hour. And maybe when it was a good experience, do one more, plan another. See how it goes. So next to this truth hour exercise that we really love, there is one exercise that this channel started using that did him very well, even though he had lots of resistance when he found this exercise out. And what he was doing is, for every hour, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the evening, he set an alarm. And in that alarm, every time that alarm goes, there is a little meditation music that plays. And he stops what he is doing and he is connecting with his truth. He is connecting with the moment, he's connecting with his truth. When he's walking, he stops walking. When he's talking, he stops talking. When he's working, he just for a moment stops working. And he listens. And he was met with great resistance when he heard this, because he was already meditating for so long, and his spiritual ego kicked him in the way and said, no, we don't need this. But by applying this method anyway, he found out that there was so much more to learn and so much more to gain in awareness. Many of the times his alarm went, he was actually not present. It was very good for him to be present, even though his spiritual ego thought he was very present. And that is beautiful. So this exercise to release the story out of the picture and just focus on the exercise is this. You set an alarm from 10 to 10 or 11 to 11 or 9 to 9 or 8 to 8 or 5 to 5, whatever is your daily schedule, your daily waking time. And every hour you set an alarm, maybe with a positive message as a name, like give yourself a hug or find the moment or something like that. And some peaceful music, music that's not too disturbing. Not like a crazy bell that goes every hour that you want to just completely shut off. No, it needs to be something soft, or a little bell, or a little soft tone that is just beautiful, or some meditation music that just fades in very smoothly, so that the alarm is never of disturbance to anyone, and of course to yourself. When you do this and you have this alarm, and whenever this alarm goes, you go within, you feel your truth, and you also feel the moment, because the truth can only be felt in the moment. What you will notice is that you will get so much more aware of every day and what you're doing every day, and how much your scene is changing, how much your space-time is continuing and changing and moving. Next to that, it makes the day a lot longer because you are aware of it every hour. And you will have many moments where you're like, oh wow, it's now 3 o'clock. Wow, at 2 o'clock I was in a completely different location. And look at me, now I'm here. And look at me, now I'm exercising at 4. And look at me, wow, now I'm cooking something at 5. And you will notice all of these different moments in your time space that are gonna be so enlightening and so fun to experience. So, with this, with all of this, we would love to say thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being a conscious soul on this planet at this time. This is a beautiful time to be alive, but many egos are finding themselves in fear. You don't need fear. You don't need to be in a state of anxiety. You do not need to depress yourself. You do not need to talk yourself down. You do not have to say to yourself, you are not worth anything. You have no power. These things are not needed in these times. What is absolutely needed, and a big, beautiful invitation to all of you, is to start listening to your own truth, to your own heart, to know that you are a magnificent being, very worthy of being alive and very worthy to create an extraordinary life. You are allowed to feel love. You are allowed to receive a kind gesture. You are allowed to take your own decisions. Always. Stay with it. Stay true. And a path will show up. Always. Thank you, dear being. Have a wonderful month of June. We hope to have given you the right tools for this month to make the best June you have ever lived so far. Thank you. With love and light, we see you very soon. How was that? Welcome back. Feel free to take a couple of deep breaths and ground yourself. This information can be quite energetical, so it's always good to come back to the body. Now, this Akashic Record wisdom is available to everyone, and it's my personal mission to know and to share this wisdom, not only out of me, but I want to give you the tools to connect for yourself to the Akashic Records. So if you feel interested in channeling yourself or in deepening your spiritual practice, the Akashic Records is an amazing tool. I love it so much, and I would love to invite you to come and learn with us. On the website akashicrecordschool.com, you find all the information, or to work together with me, but also to learn the records yourself. So if you're interested, feel free to go there. And for the rest, I wish you an amazing June. The invitation that we just got for me was very profound, and I'm definitely stepping up to that. And I invite, of course, for you to do the same. Thank you so much for tuning in to this energy update. It means a lot to me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Happy June!